everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon, and today is a special day. Today we have Jeff Souza,
yay,
lead singer, bass player for the band Hollander, and he is going to watch this new video from AVIATIONS.
Can't wait.
Song is called Pure. He's a crazy AVIATIONS fan as well, because he's been watching the channel, and so we're both going to watch this together, and then we'll make our comments at the end. Here we go. Let's hit that play button.
Let's hit that play button.
Oh shit.
Unexpected.
That's a cool riff. His range, man, that high voice.
Oh, and it's so soft. Oh. And then he does that. That rain going up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Woo. You hear the bass? That guy's tone.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The 4/4 section. Oh, what's going on in the background? Wow. Those underlying vocals back there.
No vocals killer. His acoustic strum. How beautiful that is. The piano with it.
Oh.
Wow.
Nice. Nice progression. Give you chills.
So cinematic.
And they just let it breathe. It's so wonderful. You'd be tempted to fade that out a long time ago. But
Yeah.
Sure glad they didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's...
Oh. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Mixed by Adam Bentley of Arch Echo.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And Sam, the guitar player, does a lot of the video stuff for them. Man, that was freaking amazing.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Whew.
I can't help but think of how many risks they take. You know,
I know.
Just listening to that lead vocal, and particularly in the first half of the song, he's singing so quietly,
Delicate.
and I'm wondering if he's thinking while he's doing that, is this going to work?
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad he did.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like Adam's trademark, I think, to do that, because I've seen enough of their songs to know that this is his wheelhouse. Because from the first video that I saw of them, you know, a while back, that was one of the things that struck me right away about his singing, was that you've got this gnarly music behind it, and then he comes in with this freaking angelic voice,
right,
and it works so beautifully. The juxtaposition between that vocal and what's going on underneath is just absolutely beautiful, and it's so accessible too. But I've heard him also growl. He can can push it. He's got it all. I mean, he can do that if he wants to do it. So he's got that in reserve.
And he showed us that too.
Yeah, he did. He did. He shows.
I love how it goes between the very delicate and then pushing it out. It's great.
You know, I'll tell you what I love about this tune. What I really love about this is you're hearing that too. I know, you know, you and I have done a lot of music together, and we speak the same language, you know, because we've been recording music together, playing together for so many years. That doesn't it blow you away to hear what is going on musically?
Oh yeah,
underneath that accessible lead vocal, underneath all these hits, all these accents,
and
all this tension
going on.
It's like this is complex stuff,
right?
But it doesn't sound complex.
Yeah.
It doesn't draw your attention to it That's the beauty.
Yeah, it's just the
this.
layers all work together so nicely, and you've got this underlying tension. And sometimes you really have to listen for it, like the vocals that were going on underneath.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was great.
It's so well done. I mean, you know, the production on everything that they do, and on this song, absolutely, it's so beautifully done. The engineering on it, and you know, you hear those spots where Adam is singing, and then you hear a stack underneath him. You hear these backing vocals, but they're not hitting you in the face. They're just supportive, and they're colorful.
And sometimes you really have to listen for it.
You have to listen for it.
You know it's there, but it's like, wait a minute.
All of a sudden, it's colorful, and you're like, why does it sound so colorful? Look, he's got all this spread of vocals underneath, and I just love how accessible that this is. Because
even though it's an odd meter most of the time,
but you don't feel like it's
I love that.
Odd
it
or
adds
peculiar.
to the tension.
It just adds to that. It adds to that tension, and it makes you. It just keeps the interest going, you know, because I love it that it's not like hammering 4/4. And that it's expected, and you're like, okay, you know, I know where I'm going to be.
Right.
When I listen to this song, it's like, I don't know when they're going to accent. I don't know where they're going to go with it. So, you know, as a musician, that is very exciting to me.
Right.
But you don't have to be a musician to love this music, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know,
it's so emotional.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the tones, the bass tone. Oh my gosh.
I always talk about the bass, and you being a bass player, I know that your ear
it's got a nice edge to it.
Yep.
It's crystal clear.
Full. It's full sounding, and this is a real cool. This is a really, really beautiful tune of theirs. I never know what to expect from these guys because you know they have really hard stuff, and then they've got beautiful, delicate stuff like this, and then they got fun stuff. I mean, they do it. These guys do it all, man.
And you never know when they're finished.
I know.
You're waiting for them to trick you again.
I know. It's like when you get to that ending, and they're. I
almost said, "Wait for it."
I'm like, I'm not going to turn it off because they could come back in with a freaking power groove at the end, you know. So I'm like, I'm not touching anything until I see like the screen goes black, and then I don't hear anything. Yeah. And even then, I gotta wait.
Yeah,
you know, I gotta wait.
Maybe when we grow up, we'll make music like that.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you know, it's crazy. You know, us being kind of the old timers, the dinosaurs, and you know the stuff that we used to listen to growing up, and what was progressive in our time, what we thought was progressive. Yeah. This is mind blowing. You know, to me, and I'm sure to you as well.
Yeah, it's the delicacy of it all is just.
It's more.
It's just wonderful.
It's just taking it to the next level from all the stuff that you and I used to listen to back in the day. Yes, and you know, Kansas and Saga and all of these bands that were technical at that time.
Rush and Genesis.
Exactly, and how we just that was you know. The food that we ate back then, and that's where we got all of our inspiration and pushed ourselves as musicians to be able to do that kind of stuff. But then comes along a band like this, and then it's like we're like going, okay, well, somehow
how did they get there?
Like, you know, I thought we were doing pretty good there, but somehow, you know, the music that's coming out now is just way up here. And not only in technical ability, it's in songwriting. It's in sophistication.
Execution.
That's the amazing part. And I've said this before, is that what is super amazing to me is the composition itself, not just the execution and the playing of it, but also writing this stuff. How do you write?
How do you get there?
How do you write this stuff, right? Yeah. You and I have this project Terraforma that we're working on, and we're heavily influenced by bands like Aviations, the Enigma Division, and other bands that are like this that I would classify as being technical, but still
accessible.
Very accessible.
Elephant in the Room.
Beautiful. Yeah. These groups are just groups that I just, when I listen to them, I'm like, I want to be able to do stuff like that. So it's very exciting. It really stimulated my interest in music again.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's a new way of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
This music.
Everyone in this group is just a freaking master at what they do. And yeah, it was an absolute blast to do an interview with them. And if you haven't seen the interview, go watch it. It's only 2 parts.
It was really good.
But there's a lot.
Learned a lot from that.
Yeah,
interview.
I did too.
Yeah.
I really did. And I'll tell you, man, I'm very lucky to be in this position of having a channel where I can interview bands like this, because I get to ask them anything that I want to know about their process and what they do and all of that. And it's really exciting.
And they share it.
And they're willing to share it. And I'm taking notes. Like I'm like, oh, I got this on video.
Right.
You know, I can come back. I'll
try that.
I'm gonna come back and try that, because I've gotten, you know, some amazing pointers from what these guys are doing now. This is the new wave of how you do it. And so I'm learning a lot. And taking away from this.
It's exciting.
And
it's very exciting.
It enhances the stuff that I'm doing and what we're doing together and all of that. And oh man.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, so great having you, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Fun doing it.
Thanks for answering the door when I knocked on.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're gonna shut the camera off, and we're gonna be working on music ourselves. So,
all right.
Come back next time. If you're not supporting Aviations, go to their channel. I'm going to leave a link and support them. Subscribe to the channel, watch their videos, like their videos, make comments and everything, because we need more music like this in the world. So please support them.
Yes.
All right. Come back for more. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.